球は俺が守ってみせる。サイヤ人に限界などない。あっ、フルパワーだ。
Alright everybody, so I was scrolling through my videos to see if there was anything that I missed from this celebration, and it looks like I forgot to do the Future Gohan and the Super Saiyan Carnival Trunks versus the Cell Max Red Zone, which is this fight right here, and I also forgot to do Broly. These fights really should not be a challenge for them, but I know people have said that they want me to keep these videos in the World Tour for now, so even though we've seen these, characters dominate the new Zamasu Red Zone fight, well, we saw Gohan dominate the new Zamasu Red Zone fight, there has been some interest in me still wanting to do these videos, so that's what we're doing right here. Is we're going to watch this Gohan just utterly decimate this this Red Zone fight. So let's go ahead and turn off intros. I only had them on so that we could play Gohans. We have support here on this first rotation. Actually, no, we don't. We don't. I always get that confused. This right here supports time travelers, so we actually have no support here on this first rotation. We were just on the future team. If a character is like a really good leader, I like to run them as a leader in their showcase videos sometimes. It just depends. I don't know. It's the mood that I'm in every time I hop into a showcase. I like to say there's a reasoning behind why I use a team, but it's really just however I'm feeling at that moment whenever I build a team. So that's what we're doing right here is we're taking Gohan on his own team here against the Cell Max event. I'll try to get Broly out today, or for you guys it'll be today. For me it's still Sunday, but for you guys it'll be Monday. I'm going to try to get this one, the Broly, and then the same ones for the Trunks as well. So just get those out. Again, they should be, very solid in these fights. There's nothing we really have to worry about here. These characters are built to take on the new Zamasu Red Zone stage with the Fusion Zamasu, and really just all the Future Saga Red Zone stages are going to be harder than these two stages that we're doing here. But again, people have asked for this in the past, so I figured I would keep doing them for now. Eventually, I think I am going to take Broly off the World Tour docket, just because, maybe I'll keep him on there just to kind of show how far we've come, but maybe once Omega drops, I'm just going to take Broly off. Because, there's really, no point of continuing to do Broly at this point. He's just completely fodder. Unless there's a character that comes out like Goku Black, who is really bad, and Broly can actually be a decent showcase stage for him. Because, it's kind of more on his level. Okay, we can dodge, please. Oh, excuse me. Alright, here we go. This is my Gohan right here. Just to show you guys my build on him. Got on level 10 links, of course. 10 additional. I could bump this up a little bit, but at the moment I'm pretty happy with it. 5 crit. He doesn't really need crit. His first couple rotations before his domain is activated, he could make use of it. But once his domain comes out, typically this guy is just getting guaranteed crits pretty easily. And then 20 dodge. The 20 dodge has come into play quite often, actually, in some of these new Red Zone fights. This guy will take damage before he actually attacks. After attacking, he's totally fine, but before he actually attacks, he is prone to taking a little bit of damage. You can see here, 171k defense is not the best ever in the world. He has 60% damage reduction, but, that's a pretty low defensive number if you were going to put him in, slot 1. So that 20 dodge occasionally, right here, right, there's only one attack. So we could put that there. We have a 1 in 5 chance to dodge that first attack before we, get all of our attacks off. So potentially we could do that. What I'm going to do here, though, is put Vegeta and Trunks in slot 1. They'll be fine. We don't even need them to get a stack or anything in this fight. Gohan needs to get to 20 ki in order to get his additionals, but we can get him up to full 24 ki right there. And then this Vegito Blue doesn't really matter. Let's take a look at the friend real quick. They're level 10 links, and they went all additional. I think that's fine. They also went with the HP equip as well. So if you notice, our Gohans have over 30,000 HP, both of us. That is insane. If in case you guys weren't aware, that is actually ludicrous numbers. So let's grab just these tech orbs and keep going in this fight. I doubt we get the domain out here, but it is possible. It would be turn 5, so it would be the Gohan on the first rotation. It would be against the physical phase if we make it that far. It is possible, but it just depends on what the two Gohans want to do before that. These guys can quad super on any given turn. Because, they get their normal super attack that they do, right, for just getting them to however much ki you get, right? They get the first attack that they do, and then they get an additional that is a 50% chance to be a super attack at 18 ki, I believe, and then at 20 ki they get a guaranteed additional super attack, and then they have the hidden potential as well, which has a 50% chance if you get it to proc, so that is pretty good. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna at least triple super here with Gohan. Remember that he gets defense every single time he super attacks from his super attack effect, and from his passive up to 100%. So the first 5 attacks that he does will also give him some buffs in his passive, build up his multiplicative defense there. Basically doubles it once you get all 5 attacks in. So we saw that he was at like 170k at the start of turn. Once you get that fully built up, then he'll be at like 340 or so, 350. So that is nice for him as well. Pretty good unit, this Future Gohan. I really like him. Clearly, the celebration is, like, designed around him. You can kind of tell, right? You know, last year, whenever we had the worldwide celebration, right? We had Cooler release, and you could kind of tell that the fights were kind of based around Cooler just a little bit. You know, at least, like, the final fight, right? Against the Metal Cooler Core, because it was Int. You could lower the attack, which Cooler could lower attack on his 12 key, and then the second phase was physical, and, you know, obviously Cooler being STR was just really good for that second phase. You could kind of tell, and then it's the same way this year, right? Gohan is STR, and we have this new fight where, you know, physical units or STR units are really going to shred that second phase, so. Here we go. We have support from this Gohan right here, 50%. We have 6 out of 7 links activated. We're at 353k defense. Keep in mind he needs to do, I think, 1 more attack to fully build up. I believe this guy did 4 attacks last turn, so that is pretty good. We can keep this guy on rotation. That's fine. Let's just grab that. He won't be able to get a, you know, super attack, or they won't get a stack, but it's not their showcase. I'm not concerned about it. We'll grab those orbs. That'll give us a little bit of healing. Then we can just grab, like, these right here. There we go. No Trunks on rotation for the Future Gohan, so he might take a little bit of damage here, but, I mean, he really won't, so, I mean, it's fine. Like, unless if he got super attacked, he might take a little bit of damage, but he should be fine here. Like I said, these Gohans are just way too powerful for this fight. There's not much that this guy can do to us. I say that, but we've only chipped away 3 health bars so far, but yeah, see, now Gohan is almost fully built up. Well, he might be now. This is his 5th attack, I believe, so he's shooting out 14 million attack stats right here. Yeah, and then he has a 10 million additional, and then he has like another like 10 or 11 million additional coming in after this, and then the chances he gets a 4th attack are pretty good. So yeah, there's 2, here's 3, yep, at 11 million, and he could do 1 more. This friend here, like we saw, was built with, what, 24 additional, so he has a pretty good shot. We got it, we just got the normal. Again, that's pretty unfortunate. If you get the hidden potential attack to proc, it is a 50-50 whether or not it will be a super or an additional. In this case, we failed it. We got the additional. So, oh well, just like the normal, we got the normal is what I mean. So there we go. Gohan should be fine. He's double supering here, so he's good. Even if he ate a super attack here, I wouldn't be too concerned. Yeah, double digits, and then he is eating a super. Oh, we just dodged it. He's built full dodge as well. That is definitely coming handy in the new red zone fight against Zamasu. All right, here we go. No support from Mai. I probably should have brought the STR Mai. I forgot. I always forget that she doesn't actually support this guy until we get in. I'm going to go ahead and pop this Father-Son Gallic Gun right here. We have the skips on, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to pop it. That will give Gohan some defensive support, so we can go ahead and take a look at his defense here. So he is up to 369k defense. That is obviously very good. Let's go ahead and grab these key spheres right here. Looks like we won't be able to get... No, we will be able to get him up to full 20 key, or 24 key right there. And again, he's just going to be doing a ton of damage on this rotation. Next turn, we will be able to get the domain, and assuming we don't KO on this turn, Vegeta and Trunks are doing guaranteed crits, so there is a chance that we just KO Cell on this turn. And if we did, I mean, that's fine. That just shows you, I mean, how powerful these Gohans are, right? So that you can just hop in here with like a full LR setup and just wipe these bosses now. You know, at one time, I don't know that this Cell Max was ever spooky, but he's always been like a well-designed fight, I think, in that he's a little bit different than the other fights. You know, him changing typings every turn means that giant forms can't really help you out as much. Also, it means that you got to kind of be ready to go with all of your units, you know, because you can't really hide like a specific typing. You can't load up. Like in the new Zamasu Red Zone fight, you can kind of load up on like STR units, for instance, because like the first phase is int, so it doesn't really have crazy type coverage. So, you know, you can just load up for STR for the second phase. Although I think actually loading up for physical for the first phase is the way to go, personally. That first phase is where you're going to be taking all of the cheap damage. So if you can load up on physical and minimize your damage there, and then just make sure you have some hard hitters going into that next phase, you'll be fine. This is double digits easily. fully built up. We got multiple super attacks in. Yeah, I mean, he had 80% damage reduction there, right? Like, there's nothing this Cell Max can do to us. I mean, maybe, like, he could hurt Mai here if Mai just decided she didn't want to dodge, but with the double super as well, I mean, please dodge Mai. Oh, please dodge this one. Thank you. What are you doing? Well, actually, I know exactly what she was doing. She was taking damage so that we could fuse with Vegito Blue. That's what she was doing, right? I mean, we make it to this turn and we just win. We have 2 Vegito Blues and the Domain. We're going to be able to get Gohan's active skill as well, so... Yeah, that is, this is where the fight ends, basically, is right here. So let's end it with Future Gohan's active skill. I don't really have anything else to say in this showcase other than... Did you guys really need me to do this video? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Hopefully... I don't know. I don't know what you learned from this. Gohan's pretty good, is what we learned. Let's go ahead. We're going to get his KO screen, and we're just going to let him finish out the fight here. These new Carnival LRs are really just too good for these old fights. I mean, this fight came out this year. I don't know if I ever finished my point. I don't even remember quite what I was saying, but Cell Max is a bit of a unique fight in that, you know, it's like you can't use giant forms. He just kind of whittles you down because he's supering and attacking so much. But really, like, if you have good characters like this guy who just have good stats, there's not much that this Cell Max can do to you. The Cell Max is really going to only bully you if you're bringing units with, like, a lot of flaws or, like, a lot of restrictions or, you know, just things like that. So, good characters like this Gohan, this Cell Max is going to, like, mean nothing to him. So here we go. Gohan's fully built up. We have his full intro buff up here. No support, but let's go ahead and get his active skill and finish it off. If he doesn't finish it off, then I'll have Vegito Blue finish it off. But let's hope that Gohan finishes it off here. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching, and enjoy Gohan's active skill.
必ずお前たちを倒す。ご飯甘ってんじゃねえぞ。お前の力はこんなものじゃないだろう。